Hi, it's Daiki. I'm a Japanese living in Finland. Today, I'd like to talk about Salmiakki. Finnish people have some peculiar eating habits. They eat ice cream in winter when the temperature is below 0 degrees. Potatoes are everywhere in different shapes and forms. And there are some unique Finnish foods like blood sausages and mammi. But to me, one of the most weird and baffling things about Finnish food is their love for salmiakki, which is salty licorice. I think it is eaten in some European countries as well, but I'm sure it is most popular in Finland, and many people associate salmiakki with something very Finnish. I think I should first tell you about my first encounter with salmiakki. So that was on my first day in Jyväskylä, where my university was located. I met up with my international tutor and other students in the same tutor group. We had lunch in the student restaurant, and after we all finished eating, our international tutor took a small box like this full of black candies out of her backpack. She gave a piece of candy to each of us and saying like dessert time with a challenging smile. I immediately recognized it since I had read about black candy, salmiakki, on some guidebook or somewhere online, and it was usually described like worst candy in the world or unique souvenir from Finland. Of course, I tried it out of curiosity, but I was able to finish it. Well, no surprise. And my tutor was laughing a lot when she saw her international tudees suffering and making weird faces with eating salmiakki. Yeah, so like this, many Finns like to let foreigners eat salmiakki and see their reactions. Anyway, that was the moment when my ongoing challenge started, and salmiakki has been bringing some various opportunities to me so far. So since then, there have been some opportunities to eat salmiakki, such as when I visited my friend's place and they had salmiakki at home. Also, it is a common topic when talking about Finnish foods with Finnish people. So that's something we cannot really avoid if we live in Finland. Through my experience, I actually found a pattern of how Finns tend to reply when foreigners say they don't like salmiakki. In other words, there seems to be a common salmiakki triple-tiered approach among salmiakki lovers to make us foreigners like salmiakki. It's like a sales talk. If I say I don't like salmiakki, they are likely to say, yeah, but you should try candies from this brand or that brand. So according to their argument, the tastes are really different depending on the brand. But to be honest, salmiakki is salmiakki. But of course, I know if you like salmiakki, maybe then you would feel the difference between each brand. But for me, they all taste the same. Then if they find out that trying different brands doesn't work, they are likely to say, then maybe you should try salmiakki ice cream, chocolate, salmiakki cake, or salmiakki vodka. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as well. If I rank these salmiakki products except salmiakki candies, I would say the most edible ones would be salmiakki chocolates or cakes, and then salmiakki ice cream, which I wasn't able to finish when I tried it last time. And the worst and the most shocking one was salmiakki vodka, also known as salmiakki kossu or salmari. It tastes like a combination of rubber, medicine and car tires or something like that. And if I say that to salmiakki lovers, they still don't give up. I have been advised to start from licorice. It's sweeter than salmiakki and I can actually eat it even though I'm not a huge fan of it. So to me, there is still a huge gap between salmiakki and licorice, so I'm not sure getting used to licorice helps. Anyway, this is a salmiakki triple-tiered approach by salmiakki lovers. So when somebody asks me if I liked salmiakki, I have always been honest about it. Usually when I see something new, I usually try it and see how I like it, because I don't want to say things like I don't like it even without trying it. After a couple years since I moved to Finland, I got a great opportunity regarding salmiakki, and that actually came from one of my tweets. As you can see, I wrote, in my first year in Finland, I didn't like 3 black-colored Finnish food, mustamakkara, mämmi and salmiakki. After 2.5 years, I can now eat 2 of them. My next and last target would be the toughest one, salmiakki. It might take years, but at least I want to challenge. Then coincidentally, one person from Fatser marketing team saw this tweet and he kindly invited me to the Fatser exhibition tour held beside the main factory in Vantaa, so that I get to try various kinds of salmiakki made by Fatser there. So with excitement and expectations, I arrived at the Fatser Factory. Surprisingly, it already smelled like a chocolate when I got off the bus in front of the factory. I joined the exhibition tour and it was interesting. At the end of the tour, the guide gave us free time for around 20 minutes at the area where you can find almost all Fatser candies and chocolates. During this time, you can freely eat as many Fatser chocolates and candies as you like, but of course you cannot take them back home with you. As a chocolate lover, that was like dream time, but my mission there was trying different types of salmiakki, so I tried some of them. Overall, I still didn't like salmiakki. But the good thing was, I found some good ones, or more like a little bit edible ones. Because salmiakki flavor stayed in my mouth, so I had to freshen my mouth with my favorite chocolate geisha in between salmiakkis. Anyway, it was a good experience. I think what usually happens to many foreigners like me is that their Finnish friends first make them try salmiakki and they find it weird. After that, they never try it again without caring the feature of each salmiakki product lines, even though each of them should have its own appealing point. One argument Finnish people often say, but I'm still doubting, is that salmiakki is an acquired taste. I don't really know when or how Finnish people usually start eating salmiakki, but among foreigners I know, it's usually either they like it or hate it at first, and then it doesn't usually change. At least I haven't met any foreigners who didn't like salmiakki in the beginning, but gradually started liking it. Usually if they hate salmiakki at first, they hate salmiakki after 10 years as well. I'm also wondering if there should be some other ways to enjoy salmiakki. For instance, Japanese people like to drink sake with some salty food. So this is just my random ideas, but salmiakki products might go well with sake as nibbles. I'm not gonna try myself, but if you are interested, please try it and let me know if it goes well with sake. Anyway, that's all for today. I'm interested in hearing your opinion and experience about salmiakki, regardless of whether you are foreigners or Finnish people, so please share it in the comment section. Also, if you have any advice or tips to enjoy salmiakki, please don't hesitate to comment. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Moi moi!